Alright, so congratulations, you got your first iPad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So in this video, I'm going through my personal setting for my iPad, and these are the first thing that you probably should do when you first purchase an iPad, or iPad Air, or iPad Pro, or iPad Ace, any type of iPads. Number one is backup, especially cloud backups. This is a very basic step, but if you have an existing iPhone or other type of Apple device, you can always restore from your iCloud backup. However, iCloud is extremely expensive, over 5 gig. I mean, you have to pay like what, 400 yen for college student, $4 per month for extra iCloud storage. I'm Gucci, bro. So my suggestion for iCloud backup is for like passcode and applications that you wanted to, transfer from your iPhone to iPad. Or when you're setting a new iPad, you can directly transfer from your iPhone using the barcode, the new Apple barcode thing. And it is very easy. However, I'm just suggesting you to use iCloud for setting purpose, not for like images or videos or some heavy data that you probably need to storage on other, cloud backup solutions or local storages. For your online backups, I will highly suggest you Google Drive or Dropbox. I mean, you can't really go wrong with them, but I will say the Google Drive is a bit cheaper than the paying version of the Dropbox. So if you're willing to pay a bigger storage option for your cloud, I will highly suggest you a Google Drive. And Google Drive is pretty good for multiple OSs too, so you don't really have to stick it to Apple ecosystem if you later on in your life, if you want to move to like Android or something. All right, next thing to do on your iPad is on the setting menu. First thing first, you definitely have to set on your iPad is a fingerprint sensor if you have an iPad Air or other iPads, or if you have an iPad Pro, please set your Face ID like right away. Even 2021 is continuing the disaster of 2020, you still have to secure your iPad no matter what. I think iPad will become your more personal computer than your personal computer, so it is very important to set your privacy right away. Okay, after you lock your security, I personally do not allow my iPad to have a notification when my iPad is locked. Because let's be honest, I always get my notification from my iPhone, I always get my notification from my Apple Watch, and I always get notification from my MacBook as well. I don't need another device to give me an anxiety of notifications, so I always turn it off and when my iPad is locked. The way you do this is go to Touch ID and passcode in your setting menu, and in the setting menu you go way down and you can see the menu called Allow Access When Locked. So just choose the notification you don't want iPad to notice you when the iPad is locked, so just turn it off, the notification you don't want, and allow the notification you want from your iPad when it's locked. Wait, hold up, if you guys liking this video, please hit the like button because YouTube senpai will notice me and blesses me with the algorithm, so just please hit the like button. Alright, next setting, especially if you have an iPad Air 4, I will highly suggest you to turn on the rest to open. In the setting menu, go to accessibility, this is such a hard word to say. Anyway, choose top button, and when you choose top button, turn on rest finger to open, because if you don't turn on rest finger to open, it's kind of actually hard to unlock your iPad with Touch ID and it becomes super frustrated. Alright, next thing to do in your setting is to turn on your today's view. This setting is not allowed on default, so in the setting menu, go to home screen and dock, and when you go to home screen and dock, press more. And after you press more, press keep today view on home screen. This will allow your iPad home screen to have a widget right next to your applications, and this can save you a lot of time because you just keep swiping to use widget, and the purpose of widget is faster access, and you can't really glance the widget if you turn off the today's view. So this is a very useful technique, especially if you use different kind of widget. It can be very helpful to have a quick access for information or use some different type of accessibility when it comes to widgets. Also, I keep my screen time widget on top of my iPad's widgets because I know y'all been watching some Netflix here and there during quarantine, and I know y'all screen time is getting pretty crazy. Dang it, I gotcha. I usually increase the speed of trackpad and mouses as soon as I get brand new PC or MacBook. However, since iPad allows trackpad and mouses now, I increase the speed of trackpad and mouses on my iPad as well. So the way you increase your trackpad and mouses on your brand new iPad is go to general setting, and in the general setting, tap trackpad. And when you tap trackpad, you can basically, you know, increase the tracking speed of your trackpad and mouses. However, I always allow tap to click, even if you have like a great, you know, magic keyboard or other, I don't know, kind of good trackpad for iPad. I always allowed tap to click because that's the easiest way to click on any type of trackpad. No matter what kind of good trackpad you have, I always allowed tap to click. And other kind of small bits of my personal setting for my iPad is I always turn on show battery percentage for my iPad because, you know, you kind of want to see the percentage of your battery life, right? Because that battery indicator is not still good in my opinion. You can't very tell the accuracy of the battery life. So turn on your battery percentage. Also, I turn on my dark mode. I love my dark mode. Even iPad is LCD display, which doesn't really help your battery life even you turn on the dark mode. However, they still look clean and I still kind of love it. Just for this video, I turn on the non-dark mode because, you know, it kind of reflects the camera in the iPad screen, but I always allow dark mode because they look hella clean. And the last setting I adjust for my iPad as soon as I get the brand new one is to turn off the auto brightness. For some reason, my auto brightness for my iPad Air or other iPads is not that very good compared to iPhone or MacBook. So I always love to adjust my brightness by myself, especially in the nighttime, because I don't want a crazy screen brightness blasting in my freaking face and ended up, you know, staying up all night because all the blue lights going in my freaking eye. So I always turn off auto brightness, and you should too. And don't forget to set your nighttime schedule thing for your screen because you don't want blue lights going into your freaking eyes at late at night, you know? You don't want to stay up all night because sleeping is cool. All right, let's go to the fun part of this video, which is gears and accessories. All right, first accessory you should have is a screen protector. I don't care what screen protector you have, just put a screen protector because you don't want to crack your iPad, and iPad have a very big screen, so once you crack it, it will look horrible. I personally put a glass filter on my iPad, but if you guys want a paper feeling iPad, you can always have those paper like filter. Even they cost like 38 bucks, which is kind of crazy. They look clean and I'm okay with glass, you know, the feeling of writing stuff on glass. I don't feel kind of, you know, I'm okay with it, okay? The only thing you have to be aware of filter on iPad is that you have to be very good at installing a glass screen protector or other type of filter on your iPad. Because you know what people say when they're installing iPad screen protector on your iPad, you know? Size does matter, okay? The screen size does matter when it comes to iPad. Okay, second thing you need for your iPad is a case integrated with trackpad and keyboard. I mean, if you don't need a keyboard or trackpad for your iPad, I mean, that is totally fine. It really depends on, you know, personal preference or personal uses. However, as soon as I got this Logitech Folio Touch, it completely changed my iPad life and I use iPad way more than I thought. Almost unhealthy. And also, since iPad is compatible with the trackpad now, I mean, might as well just use the advantage of the feature, you know? And the last thing you will need for your iPad is, and of course, Apple Pencil. I mean, Apple Pencil changed the whole game for your iPad life. Your iPad will no longer become just a tablet, but it will become a, I don't know how to say, lifestyle. You can photo edit with this. You can draw stuff on Illustrator or Procreate. You can even, like, you know, write beautiful note with good notes and notability with iPad. Using Apple Pencil will drastically change your iPad life, and trust me, even this is 130 bucks, or some country it will cost around 150 bucks. Japan. It's totally worth it. It's expensive, but just deal with it. It's just totally worth it. Anyway, guys, those are the first thing to do when you purchase a new iPad. If you guys want to see my real day in life iPad Air 4 video, please click the video right here. And if you guys want to watch my, you know, another iPad Air 4 accessory video, please click the video right here. And if you guys want to watch my iPad Air 4, you know, 1 week later video, please click the video right here. And my channel is gonna be right here. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great day. My name is P Skates. You guys already know. Peace out, guys.